Before the farmer's market, there's the farm.
Since COVID, you're seeing this trend back to local produce and local agriculture.
That's no more evident than at the South Orange Farmers Market, which is wrapping up for the season. But for one more day, Allstead Farms in Chester, Morris County loads up their truck to bring South Orange their goods. Coming out of a summer season that saw much of New Jersey in a severe drought, the farm had to use every drop of their creativity.
Whether it's trickle-down irrigation or just, irrigating the crops more, than we've had in the past.
And it wasn't just a drought that was trying to dry up their bottom line.
The supply chain and the economy, I think, is, probably even more of a harder thing to deal with than, the lack of, rain this past year.
Supply chain issues and inflation made for another 1-2 punch. But as you can see, they're still standing.
I think it says a lot about their resiliency, and they are here week in and week out, rain or shine, selling to this amazing community.
You don't have to be a farmer to feel that same frustration. Audrey Powell owns a hibiscus ginger drink called Spice Grove.
It's a revolutionary take on something that I grew up, the salt drink that I grew up on in Jamaica.
She says if it wasn't for a broker's help, she wouldn't have any bottles to sell her only product.
They did a really good job finding me something that was still a 10-ounce bottle, didn't have to redo the labels.
As these vendors show up every week, so do shoppers, keeping their story going.
I think the community is a big part of that success.
Adversity is something that any business has to overcome, and in the end, this was a successful season for many of the vendors here. They're just hoping that by the time the next farmers market season rolls around, 2023 is a little bit kinder to them.